Hello friends, I welcome you in my fourth lecture of group theory. Today we will discuss about definition of group and its examples. Once you have understood properties of binary operations, then it is not easy to understand what is group. So let us see what is meaning of group. So suppose star is a binary operation on a non-empty set G. Then this non-empty set G with operation star is called a group if following conditions are satisfied. Okay. First requirement is associative property. You know how to check associative property. For all x, y, z in G, you must have this property. Second requirement is there must be an identity element in G. So x star E must be equal to E star x equal to x for all x in G, and this element E is called identity. It must be unique element. Third requirement is each element of given set G must have inverse in G. So we know what is meaning of inverse. For every x you must have some another element such that x inverse star x must be equal to identity. If these conditions are satisfied, then G is called a group along with binary operation star. Okay, we have discussed the definition of semigroup and monoid. So you can see if for semigroup we require only first condition along with binary operation. For monoid we require one more condition, existence of identity element, and for group we require the existence of inverse element. Okay, so every group is a semigroup as well as monoid, but every monoid is not a group, each semigroup is not a group. So to prove that given set is a group with respect to given operation, you have to prove four properties. Okay, one property you have to show first is given operation is a binary operation. Okay, and you know what is meaning of binary operation. You have to show that if we take any two members of G, then x star y must be in G. Then associative property, existence of identity element and existence of inverse element. This is another definition, abelian group. We have discussed what is meaning of commutative binary operation in the second lecture. So binary operation is commutative if x star y equal to y star x for all x y in G. Okay, so if binary operation star is commutative, then given set is called abelian group if it is a group. As a first example of group we consider set of integers, and we consider addition operation on the set of integers. Okay, this already we have discussed. Addition operation is a binary operation on the set of integers. We know that if we take any two integers, then their addition is again an integer. So for any xy belongs to I, x plus y is also in I. What is meaning of this? Addition is a binary operation on the set of integers. So first condition is satisfied. Associative property, this is obvious. We know that addition of integers is always associative. So associative property is satisfied for each x, y, z in I. What is the identity element of set of integers with respect to addition operation? We know that x plus 0 equal to 0 plus x equal to x. Okay, that I had not written here. You must read this as x plus 0 equal to 0 plus x equal to x for all x in the set of integers. Okay, so we show that 0 is the identity of set of integers. Okay, so there exists an identity element. What about inverse element? So this also we had already discussed. If we consider any element of set of integers, and if we add negative of that element in the given element, then we obtain identity element. Here 0 is the identity. So x plus minus x is 0. that means minus x is inverse of x, and x is arbitrary element here. So every element of z has an inverse in z. This shows that set of integers with addition is a group. Now we check about abelian group. So you can see x plus y equal to y plus x for all x y belongs to y. Okay, this is obvious. Addition of integers is always commutative. So set of integers is an abelian group with respect to addition operation. Now we consider the same set with different operation. Instead of addition, we consider multiplication operation. Then whether it is going to be a group or not. So answer is no. Why? Because of this dissatisfaction of this property. Every element of Z has no inverse in Z. So to check, we first know that what is the identity of Z with respect to multiplication operation. So identity is 1. We know that x into 1 equal to 1 into x equal to x for each integer. So 1 is the identity of Z. Now if any element of Z has inverse, then you must have x into y equal to y into x equal to identity. Suppose I want to check whether this element x has inverse in Z, then I must find some another element y such that their multiplication must be 1. So what is y? From this you can see y must be equal to 1 over x. So if you consider any element except 1, say x equal to 2, then for x equal to 2 y is going to be 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is not integer. That means 2 has no inverse in Z. Okay, so only 1 has inverse in Z. Okay, from this you can have the idea. If I take x equal to 1, I will obtain 1. So inverse of 1 is 1 in Z with respect to multiplication operation. But every integer other than 1 has no inverse in Z. Okay, similarly you can check for 0. 0 also has no inverse in Z. You cannot find out any integer such that 0 into y equal to y into 0 equal to 1. So Z with multiplication is not a group. Which property is not satisfied? Each element of Z has no inverse. So to show that Z is not a group with respect to multiplication operation, you just have to write down that property which is not satisfied by particular example. Okay, so if you want to answer this question, you should write that 2 has no inverse in Z, because if 2 has inverse, then we must have 1 by 2 in the set of integers, which is not possible. Okay, so therefore Z is not a group. Okay, so if you want to show that some property is not satisfied, you just have to provide counter example for which element it is not satisfied. So you can understand the difference between example 1 and 2. In example 1 we consider Z with addition and it becomes an abelian group, and in example 2 we consider Z, same set with multiplication operation, but it is not a group. Okay, so the same set may be a group with respect to one operation and it may not be a group with respect to another operation. So binary operation on a given set is very important. Okay, whenever one says that given set is a group, you must ask under which operation. Okay, these are another examples you can check. What about set of real numbers with addition operation? So it is not a group, sorry, it is a group. Okay, as we discussed in example 1, we consider Z with addition. So same argument will apply here. You can prove that set of real numbers is a group with respect to addition operation. What about multiplication operation? whether set of real numbers is a group with respect to multiplication operation. So you can prove that this is not a group. Why? Which property will not be satisfied? Suppose we start by first property. First property is multiplication of any two real numbers must be a real number. So if I take any two elements x and y in R, whether x into y is in R or not. So we know that multiplication of real numbers is real numbers. So multiplication is a binary operation on the set of real numbers. Similarly, we know that multiplication of real numbers is associative. So second property, associative property, is also satisfied. What about identity element in R with respect to multiplication? So we know that if we multiply any real number with 1, then we will get our real number back. So 1 is the identity with respect to multiplication operation in this set of real numbers. What about inverse? For example, if we start with any real number, say x, then with the same argument as we did here, x into y must be equal to y into x equal to 1. So I will obtain y equal to 1 by x. So if x is real number, y equal to 1 by x must be a real number. But this will be a problem if we consider x equal to 0. If x is 0, y is not a real number, definite real number. So 0 has no inverse in this set of real numbers with respect to multiplication operation. Therefore, R with multiplication is not a group. Okay, be careful. Every non-zero real number has inverse with respect to multiplication operation. But we have one element 0 which has no inverse with respect to multiplication operation. You cannot find out any y such that 0 into y equal to 1. This means R with multiplication is not a group. Okay. Same argument here as we did for z with addition. This is going to be a group. This is similar to this one. Which element has no inverse? Obviously 0 has no inverse in Q with respect to multiplication operation. This we already discussed. What about set of natural numbers with multiplication operation? Whether it is going to be a group or not. So again answer is no. Same argument. Suppose I consider 2, then inverse of 2 with respect to multiplication is 1 by 2. But 1 by 2 is not a natural number. So every element of set of natural numbers has no inverse. Similarly, you can check for remaining sets. Okay, so this is about definition of group and examples related to that definition. In the next lectures, we will discuss some more examples related to the definition of group. I hope you like this lecture. Thank you very much.